What's up, guys? I just got this pair of whites in recently, so I figured I'd just go over it really quick. This is a semi-dress boot. It's a 5-inch height. It's got an unstructured toe. It's got the double row of stitching there, and it's uses white's hand sewn stitch down construction. Um, it's got a V-bar half sole, brown edge, antique brass hardware. Yeah, just a really great looking boot. If you like the semi dress, a little different from kind of like the regular bounty hunter or something like that with the external counter covers. This one has an internal one, just the backstay there. The leather on this is Seidel's Burgundy double shot. Uh, Double shot is kind of Seidel's competitor to Horween's CXL, and it looks kind of similar. I kind of think that the double shots that I've seen uh just have a little more like color variations in them than say like CXLs. Like it's usually not as even like the color throughout it. But I've only seen maybe like three three double shot boots in person. Uh, but yeah, pretty similar. It doesn't feel as oily as CXL, but you can it's the pull up on it, not all that much. Um, yeah, so that's MTO that I did through Whites. Uh, Whites is really pumping out MTO boots like recently for me. This boot took 3 weeks for them to make. That's pretty fast. Pretty awesome, I think. I don't know of any other PNW bootmaker that's pumping out MTO boots like that. Um, so yeah, that's pretty cool. And like a boot that I got before this one, I did a custom whites MP. That thing took like up just a month to make. So and I don't know if it's just this leather that they have a lot sitting around or something, but they're really cranking out MTO boots. That's pretty cool because I'm really not a fan of waiting 6, 7, 8 months for MTOs from other PNW makers. So I'll probably be getting a lot more whites. Uh, yeah, so the leather burgundy double shot. Here it is, next to Color 8 CXL. Let's see that there. I've worn this some, so I'm sure the color has changed somewhat, but uh, they're really close in color. Like I would probably say the double shot stuff is just a little darker, slightly, maybe not as purple. Yeah, they're pretty close though. And it's got the brown edge finish, the standard height woodsman heel. Um, the last on this is kind of what makes this a little different for me. This is the 9338 last. If you order something through Baker's, they call it the number 38 swing last. Um, and they kind of, you can see there, it's the toe box is pretty wide there, and they kind of bill it as like if you have problems with the 55 last, uh, you know, if your pinky toe rubs on that, and that's kind of, I wouldn't say a common problem, but it's not rare for people to have that problem with the 55, where maybe their big toe gets pushed in more than they like, or that they rub their pinky toe. Um, that's never been a problem for me with the 55. I just wanted something a little different. Um, and I personally like how that looks with that, you know, really bulbous toe shape there. Um, but I mean, I guess that's up to you. I think it's safe to say that it's not a pretty toe shape. It's but I guess that's up to each person. So I slipped these on and just, just initial impressions of wearing them. Uh, you know, it I guess it delivers on what they say it does, where there's more room in the toe box. How much more room, I have no idea. Like I said, I never had toe problems in the 55, but you can spread your toes out in there and stuff if you like doing that. The fit everywhere else. I'm a 12D Brannick. Uh, I got these in 11.5D. That's the same size that I wear in the 55 last. And just from what I noticed right off the bat is if it definitely feels wider before the ball, but the ball after it feels more narrow than the 55. Um, and that's something that I noticed on a lot of these, kind of Munsonish looking lasts. Is the instep here, like the top of your foot, if it doesn't feel like there's as much volume, like it feels like it's lower and it's more narrow through the waist back to the heel. And that you can definitely feel that in this. It's more narrow. The back half is more narrow than the 55, and up here it starts out a little more snug than the 55. So if those are areas on the 55 last that are tight on you, like starting out, I don't know if the same size in this would be the move for you. Whites, you can do tracings and all that, and they can tell you more info than I could. Them or from the people from Bakers. Uh, so, but yeah, like if you're pretty girthy, back here, like you've got a little meat on the foot back there, or your instep is kind of high, I would probably check with them. It fits great for me though. Like I've got I've complained in a lot of my videos where boots back here are kind of sloppy fitting for me. So this last really does fit me great out of the box, where it's more narrow through the waist and heel. Um, and as far as arch support goes, if you love the 55 last for that built up arch support in there, this ain't it. It feels pretty flat. Um, there's a little drop there, but it doesn't really have as much of a like that built up feel that the 55 does. It feels pretty low. Like it definitely isn't up, not as much as the 55, and even the 50/50 last, which I think feels like it has even less arch support than the 55. This has less than the 50/50. It feels like. Um, so yeah, if you're looking for that high arch, uh, probably probably wouldn't be interested in something like this. Um, Weigh these bad boys real quick. So we'll call that 2 pounds 6 ounces. Yeah, and the you can see here the toe box. It looks pretty flat, like starting out. Um, I don't know if that's since the toe is unstructured and the leather is pretty soft. I don't know if it's just flattened, just after lasting because of how soft the leather is and the unstructured toe, but it definitely looks pretty flat up front. Um, I couldn't really, I couldn't tell a difference. Like I could wiggle my toes vertically fine, but I don't know. Maybe that'd be a little different. It would look different if you had a structured toe. I probably would be sitting up higher. Um, and I think that's pretty much it that I wanted to talk about. The boots look cool. I'm really happy with them. Just looking at them, I think I probably should have went with like the single stitch for the outsole instead of the double row. I probably would have fit the vibe of the boot a little bit better, but It's fine. Kind of exaggerates the wideness of the toe box, I guess. Still cool looking. If you like, the side profile, I think looks pretty killer. The toe, yeah, the toe box that only a mother could love, looks wise. But yeah, just a great looking boots from Whites. Super fast lead times too. That's awesome. But yeah, those are the boots. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.